Alright, first off I start out with just a new shape. I put down a black rectangle that's just based on selection, dim it out so that I've got a note about where my horizon line is going to hit. Now on the pen tool that I'm about to select, the pen tool is set to path versus shape. Right there it is, the pen tool being selected, and I put these points down like this so that they're going to be easy to find and drag out in a bit. Now here's the direct selection tool, that's the A key. If that is the one that is selected, it cycles, toggles back and forth to that. Now you could have the path select tool, it's also the A key if that's what was active the last time you chose it. So here I'm dragging it clean off my canvas, and I'll show later where I ended up dragging those points by reducing the image here in a second. You'll see that. And the point here is to get your points way far apart so that you've got this nice naturalistic 35 millimeter or 50 millimeter kind of perspective. There I am. Later on I'll shift to using the hotkey for that to get back and forth to it, and all I'll be using are the hotkeys A and B to get to my brush and this tool here, which is the direct select tool. Now the thing about the direct select tool, as you see I deselect here, you can select all of them at once and move the whole line if you like just double click on the line, so you have to watch that. Here I'm marquee catching it so that I know I've just caught that one point. So now we're drawing in perspective, we're dragging it around, and so I make a flub here on my first pen tool because my last pen, or brush tool, because my last brush tool was a rake. So I've got to switch brush tools real quick. But what you're going to see, and I may just compress this by having it scale to my audio won't match up at that point. I guess I should just hold out and do this real time. So you can see I'm dragging the points around, and it's pretty obvious at this point that you're just using perspective like if you had a really long straight edge and you had really nice locked down points on either side. But the beauty of this is that you don't have to have a really long straight edge. You've just got it out there locked down. And your brush tool, of course, doesn't interact at all with the pen tool. So it doesn't matter what layer it's on or anything like that. You're just selecting between the two of them, and when you're drawing, you're not selecting or bothering the pen BA and going back and forth in that manner. And you've got a quick, easy. I've not done anything but just sloppy, quick drawings that just show the power of it. I guess a guy could come through here and be using even more, rigid uses of the your line work and get a decent drawing out of it, or decent, just something that looks a little less crumbly. So that's pretty much that. This will go on and I'll draw several windows, and it's pretty obvious. I think I've explained everything that needs to be explained, A to B, and drag the lines out, and you could do whatever you wanted. Creativity will occur to you, I'm sure.